Mitch Jones has made like an allegation of assault upon Mizkif.
I'm bruising from where Mizkif hit me. He definitely socked me here. Here's where I think I got knocked out.
And Mitch Jones is like a retard. His scheming and his both siding, cokehead versus roid rage, the attempt at emotional manipulation is insane there. Guys, this got some fresh, hot, piping drama from the Twitch world, which is a bit rare. I mean, I feel like a lot of the Twitch stuff, particularly with LSF being how it is, has kind of died down quite a bit. I don't know. There doesn't really seem to be that much that happens anymore. You know, part of it I think is because of, you know, LSF sweep and suppress a lot of things these days. We've got like hard evidence of that happening now. But beyond that, I think that streamers are kind of, it feels like they're becoming like more celebrityized, right? Like they're kind of like recognizing how to best avoid and stop themselves from getting into dramas using like PR strategies. That's, I think, is what's happening, right? I think that there's an element of kind of the industry moving forward and growing up. And part of that is streamers doing their best to mitigate and avoid these public dramas coming out. And I think that's why we've seen a reduction in the amount of these high-ticket, big-tier dramas that come out of the Twitch side of things. Particularly at the top end, you've got orgs like OTK involved in this stuff now. You know, like, for example, like there was the OTK was kind of exposed for being involved in the soft... Let me get this right. Soft giving? Is that right? OTK were involved in the soft giving situation, and that just kind of dissipated into nothing, you know? I think Asmongold was asked about it a couple of times, didn't respond, which is, you know, as much as I think it's kind of lame because you don't get the content, that is the correct PR move, is to like not respond and give it fuel, right? And then it kind of dissipated and people moved on. Following like the Mizkif investigation, following the Crazy Slick stuff, they released the findings of the report on New Year's Eve. So that meant that that story got kind of gobbled up into New Year's Eve and people were busy doing other things. And then no one really spoke about it and everyone just kind of quickly moved on and didn't speak about it much, right? So it's like they're learning from like the Hollywood tricks of how to engage with and deal with controversy and drama in order to suppress and stop stories blowing up, becoming bigger, etc., you know? So yeah, that seems to be happening. That's my perception of it, at least, and it's why I don't think we see quite as many high-ticket dramas coming out of the big Twitch streamer space anymore. However, one has broken through the barrier, okay? Broken through the PR barrier, which is great because it means that we can get into it. So I don't actually know the ins and outs of it. I just know what I've seen being discussed. And apparently, from what I understand, Mitch Jones has made like an allegation of assault upon Mizkif. So Mitch Jones is saying that Mizkif assaulted him. Okay. And that actually, that's a good point as well. Yes, it does seem like Mizkif apparently is coming out looking good in this. So I wonder if that's a reason that we're not seeing this get fucking crushed, because actually it's coming out on Mizkif's side. Anyway, enough of the schizo conspiracy theories. Let's get into the fucking shit, okay? So, Mitch Jones released this video. It's only 5 minutes long, and apparently this is the kind of crux and the center of the allegation that's made. So, let's have a little look and see what's what.
I need to talk about something pretty serious. This situation has been fucking me for months, and I still have lasting issues from this situation. Physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever. Career-wise, it's affecting my entire life. Mizkif physically assaulted me to the point that I was told I might have to have surgery on one of my arteries, and I had to still have a concussion. First, I'd like...
Okay. This sounds like complete bullshit. Assaulted to the point you need to have surgery on one of your arteries. What? What level of beating do you need to get that?
Like just surgery on one of my arteries, and I had to still have a concussion. First, I'd like to start by showing the damage that was.
Okay. What am I looking at here? Is it this little red mark here? A crack at it. Is that supposed to be what it is? Okay, you got like a red mark on your neck?
Was done to me.
All right, so there's that.
Oh, okay, okay, that's a bit more substantial. That's like a graze that's taken a very fine layer of skin off there. Okay. This looks like very unusual injuries for like a beatdown, right? This looks like he's fallen over or something, or hit his head on something.
I guess I got socked here first, and I also have like swelling over here.
Okay, I can't see that.
Yeah, I don't know. I got fucked up. My brain hurts hella bad.
All right, that is the damage that was done to me. Here's another video when I was getting a CT scan. And
Wait,
I was
CT
at the
scan?
hospital all day getting multiple scans.
At the doctor, getting my head checked, getting a CT scan.
Okay, that is bruising, to be fair. Okay, it didn't look like much at first. I didn't realize it was going to be a video. So I'll take the L on pause Andying it. So yeah, there's a bruise there. There's a bit of scraping there, maybe. Obviously, look, I'm not a fucking doctor, okay? So I can't attest to what this is. I just know from injuries past and whatnot, and seeing injuries on others, what you tend to see. So yeah. How do we know for sure this came from Mizkif as well? I know there's some other footage to look at, but can we confirm this definitely came from Mizkif? I mean, I don't know. This could be from anywhere, right? But yeah, it looks like he got in a bit of a tussle. Yeah, definitely.
I have bruising from where Mizkif hit me. He definitely socked me here. Here's where I think I got knocked out and then choked me. I have bruising everywhere on my face. Hopefully I don't have a concussion. Also, my tooth got fucked up.
Okay,
I'll
fair
get that
enough.
fixed though.
Okay, so that was the damage done to me.
Okay, so yeah, that was a pause. Hey, you can tell I'm not pre-watching at least. You can tell I'm not pre-watching. I haven't watched any of this shit, so this is all fresh to me. Okay, so injury sustained, and spoiler alert, there is confirmation it was Mizkif. Okay. Is that right? Is that what I'm understanding from what you're saying in chat? No, wait. Oh, no. Okay. I'll just watch. Okay, I'll watch. Sorry, I'm pause Andy, and I like to react. Let's play a bit longer.
All right, so back to the story. I was at his house. We were arguing, and then I asked him for a ride home. I get in his car. We're still arguing, and that's when we drive past this part of the neighborhood where the camera caught the assault, and I have the evidence right here.
Oh my god.
So that was right before the assault. This is directly after the assault.
Why is that bit cut out? What? Why did he cut a bit? Is that edited out or? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you cut out the fucking assault itself? TOS? Nah, I don't think so. Fights. I don't even think on Twitch fights are against TOS. It's only if there's like bodily fluid and stuff flying everywhere, which I don't think it's going to be here. I don't think it's TOS. That seems like an edit to obfuscate the narrative and to like it's like lying by omission, right? Why would you cut that bit out? There's absolutely no reason to just release the video in full. Because if you release the video in full, you're giving people the most possible information to come to a conclusion. And if your narrative is correct and true, well then more information is only going to back that up, isn't it? Yeah, the full fight is on his Patreon, guys, apparently. Okay. Is there a version of the full edit out there? Does anyone know? Or is it just this? I saw a clip on Drama Alert. Is that the full one?
Want to do it again? Huh? You said you could take me 7 times. You didn't listen to yourself. You're drunk and on cocaine. I tried to talk to you as a friend. You're treating me like shit. You think you're gonna kill myself. And all you can say, fuck you. All you do is say, fuck you. You treat me like shit. You said, come on. You pulled me out of the car. You said, let's go. You can't say, let's go.
So I got knocked out cold, and a major issue with this.
I gotta be honest, Mizkif sounds kind of based there. Mizkif sounds pretty based. I mean, what is his point that Mizkif just out of nowhere started fucking beating down on him? Obviously, I'm always happy to look at the latest and most up-to-date information and come to the best conclusion, right? But without failing that, all I can say is, without missing that much context, who knows what happened? For all we know, Mitch Jones might have started it. Mitch Jones might have lunged at him or something. It might have been self-defense. I don't know what the fucking story is here. Why cut that all out? The only reason he's cut it out, in my opinion, is probably because there's something that he doesn't want us to see, which gives more context, which goes against the narrative that he's putting out there. And obviously this guy is not a particularly honest actor. And unfortunately, his reputation does precede him in this case. And his reputation is very bad. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take his word for it in any way, what is of his version of events. I probably wouldn't even for someone that I trust. Let alone Mitch Jones, who, exactly right, tried to both sides the slick drama. I mean, yeah, not exactly an honest actor. So I think I'll reserve judgment until more footage is released. And the way Mizkif is talking, and the heated way that he's speaking about this, would suggest to me that there was some sort of instigation that led to this physical altercation. I can't imagine that it was out of nowhere and for nothing, right? Like, he's talking about his alcohol use and drug use. If he was on drugs at the time, which sounds like he was, maybe there was some sort of behavior that was linked to that. Chud is fair. True. Just not enough information to really... Like, so I see what you were saying earlier. The assault and the attack and the physical punches and stuff happened. It's just the reason for that is what we're unclear about. And that's why we can't really say for sure one way or another, right? I mean, we've got to play that. That's a classic, haven't we? Absolute classic.
Right, and I just want to make sure that everyone knows the exact words that Miz, like, I feel like I should clarify the exact words that Miz said, like, again, because people can make their own interpretation of that, correct?
Clarify it. What were the exact words that were said?
The exact words that were said were like, Maya, you are Maya Higa. You know who you are. You're a woman. She'll listen to you. Not like maybe listen's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. She... Like, does that make any sense? Those were along the lines. And then he looked at me and he was like, Mitch, you should shut the fuck up and not say a goddamn thing. And that was that.
I mean, fucking...
Classic. Absolutely classic. Let's watch the clip again, because I want to just try and understand it a bit more. So it shows the car stopping. Right, who is it getting out there? So that was Mitch getting out the car, right?
So that was right before the assault. This is directly after the assault.
Trash! Want to do it again? Huh? you could take me 7 times.
Oh, right. You said you can take me 7 times. Does that mean as in I could take you in a fight? I or something else. Or Miz is lying. But why would... But the thing is, Mizkif at this point isn't aware that he's being recorded. He's not going to know this ring camera is recording the interaction, right? This is likely to be Miz at his most honest, because he thinks it's just whatever interaction between the two of them. Oh, it does... Okay. Okay, what is it? What does it mean? Does it mean take me to the store, or does it mean take me in a fight?
Assault.
Trash! Want to do it again? Huh? You said you could take me 7 times. You didn't listen to yourself, you're drunk and on cocaine. I tried to talk to you with a friend, you're treating me like shit. You figured you're gonna kill myself. And all you can say is fuck you. It's all you do is say fuck you. You treat me like shit. You said come on. You pulled me out of the car, you said let's go. You can't say let's go.
Right, okay. So, in this then, Mizkif is saying, you tried to pull me out the car to fight. And so, if that was true, that would suggest that Mizkif was acting in self-defense, I guess? Right? That would be my interpretation, based on all that we've got available. Obviously, the fact that we're missing so much is crazy. Just to go back one more time, what happens? So
The
car
camera
stops
caught the
quite
assault,
suddenly, doesn't it?
and I have the evidence right here.
So my guess, yeah, sounds like they were having an argument. The car stopped suddenly. That was quite a sudden stop. Mitch gets out, calls him out to a fight, fisticuffs, I'm guessing. And then Mitch starts it, Mizkif finishes it, and then they continue to have their dispute. But you say pull him out the car. In what respect? Because that doesn't look. It looks like it looks quite slow and calm in how he's getting out. That doesn't look like they're having a tussle at that point. Oh, verbally. Oh, okay. You mean verbally. Like, come on, let's fucking have at it then. Yeah, I think unless that would be my guess, and it is a pure guess because you don't have the information. Mitch wanted to fight, called him out, got in an argument, got out to have a fight. I've got that statement. Yeah, we'll look at that in a sec. Verbally like in Skyrim. Okay. Anyway, we don't.
So
need to
that
watch
was
this
right
again.
before the assault. This is directly.
I think we've
so
got. I think that's the best conclusion to come to based on what we've got. But anyway, let's continue and see what else he says.
Knocked out cold, and a major issue with this is that he continued to beat on my face so badly that my tooth became dislodged, and then strangulated me to the point where I still have the scars on my neck now, and I was so majorly concussed that I still have symptoms to this day. Yeah, I have all the evidence right here. This happened on September 26, 2023. I have the doctor's note right here when I went to the hospital and got multiple...
Also, why is it only just coming out now, months later? Why didn't he say anything at the time? This doesn't make any sense. Why would you wait months to come out with this information? Bit of a weird time to come out with this. Yeah, why would you not go to the police? If someone assaults you, you go to the police. This is, I mean, you know, we're not doing an R review today, but this has got the same vibe as an R review. You would surely go to the police first. Lawsuit, maybe. You can still, if someone assaults you, you can go to the police, and I'm pretty sure you could still file a civil suit if you wanted to take them to court for the damages caused by the assault, right? You can do both at the same time, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, let's finish the video.
CT scans. I have post-concussion syndrome, and I have sprain to my ligaments of my cervical spine. It's all right there in the paperwork. 2 days later, I tried to stream because at the time my stream was doing really well. This was during the hardcore era of my stream, right after my subathon, and
But you'd be self-snitch. I don't think the police are going to prosecute you for like having done cocaine. If you had it in your possession or you were trying to distribute it or something, maybe. But having done cocaine, I don't think they're going to do you for that, are they?
I was getting record viewership, and I was actually just having a great time with friends in the guild. So I tried to stream 2 days later, and I covered this up. I just said that I got into a car accident, and I just didn't want to deal with the drama.
DUI, of course. Yeah. Sorry, I've been stupid. Yeah, I didn't think about that. He was driving, wasn't he? Right, so hang on a sec. Okay. The car's the wrong way round, isn't it? Wait a second. No, he wasn't driving because he was getting up. You've got it backwards in America, haven't you? So Mizkif was driving. Mitch was a passenger. Okay, so that wouldn't apply either then. Right, okay, thank you. Sorry, someone added me to a group call. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, right. Sorry, guys. Listen. Let's get this clear. Let's get it 100% clear before we finish this video. Okay? You think this is staged? Oh my god. You guys are too cynical. I don't think this is staged. What, staged in September 2023 to come out now? It doesn't make any sense. God, use your brains. Come on, guys. How can it be staged? A video recorded on a Ring camera 6 months after the fact is staged, apparently. We're not on Kick, okay? Chill out. Playing the long con. Right. Here's my... Okay, so the basic facts from what we can see are that we're driving, the car stopped suddenly, Mitch was about to get out of the car, the passenger side, Mizkif was driving. A large portion of the video is missing. We then cut to afterwards, where Mitch is sat there having just been beaten up by Mizkif, so we believe that the actual assault happened, the physical altercation happened. And Mitch Jones is trying to act like it came out of nowhere, and Miz just randomly started beating on him. But based on the conversation, you know, my guess would be that there's something more to it that we're not seeing, which would indicate why this altercation happened. Right? That's the long and the short of it, as far as I can tell. Okay.
At the time, I didn't, you know, this is a big thing, and I didn't really know how to handle it, nor was I in, my brain was still completely tapped, and I remember streaming this day was very difficult for me. I might sound a little shitty today. I got in a car accident yesterday, and my throat is completely fucked. Like, as you can see, the seatbelt kind of wrangled me.
Will there be
I have like a black eye. Like, I got fucked up. There's a lot of people around Mizkif that I have a lot of respect for, which was one of the reasons that I considered not going public with this, but considering the fact that he is lying to multiple people behind the scenes. I might sound a little shitty today. I got in a car and I just didn't want to deal with the drama at the time. I didn't, you know, this is a big thing, and I didn't really know how to handle it, nor was I in, my brain was still completely tapped. I remember streaming this day was very difficult for me. I might sound a little shitty today. I got in a car accident yesterday, and my throat is completely fucked. Like, as you can see, the seatbelt kind of wrangled me.
Will there be a
I have
new
like a
season
black
intro song
eye.
with
Like,
Optimus?
I got fucked up. There's a lot
I mean, yeah, that obviously doesn't help his case, does it? Lying about it previously.
A lot of people around Mizkif that I have a lot of respect for, which was one of the reasons that I considered not going public with this. But considering the fact that he is lying to multiple people behind the scenes and downplaying what happened here, I feel the need to defend myself. I've been isolated completely from everything, and that's fine. I don't really need to be in those friend groups. It's not about that really, but there are a lot of people that I have respect for, and I'm no stranger to...
Does anyone know his personal circumstances then? So where is he living? What's his personal life? What's the situation there?
contentious relationships, and I'm no saint. But when it comes to extreme violence and assault of this nature and life-threatening injuries, I feel like dude needs help. Here is the paperwork of the damage done to me from the doc.
See, this is the thing that I feel that's happening here. Is this guy is presenting this medical information in a way to like back up the validity of his claim, but this information doesn't prove anything about the reason for the altercation starting. It just demonstrates that there were injuries that occurred, which were because of this altercation, but nothing about what started it. Right? It's just a list of injuries, right? You know, and if he is the one that indeed did start the altercation and was like trying to instigate a fight, I mean, you know, I don't really like this phrase because it gets used in such retarded ways sometimes, but it is like talk shit, get hit. Right? I don't know, man. Like, don't start a fight with someone. What are you doing? And why did you edit the video too? Yeah, exactly. That, you know, if you genuinely have got nothing to hide and this narrative is correct, why did you edit the video? Yeah, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Exactly. Well, the problem with fuck around and find out is that people refer to lots of different things as fucking around, right? Which do not necessarily, like, justify the find out part, you know? People will use it in all sorts of retarded ways to justify extreme violence against people who have done very little. And I just think that's stupid. But in this particular instance, if it is a case of, you know, as Mizkif is saying in that clip, which, again, that's likely to be his most honest self because he doesn't know it's being recorded. I can't think of an example off the top of my head, but I'm sure you get where I'm coming from, right? That there are instances where people get very serious consequences and people will say, fuck around, find out, but you look at what they've done and it's quite limited. One example being someone saying the N-word. That would be an example. Someone says the N-word in public and they get absolutely sparked the fuck out by some angry black dude. And they're like, fuck around, find out. And it's like, yeah, I don't think the consequence for like being a bit racist in public should be getting a physical assault done upon you. That's insane. Anyway, like I say, this is the classic thing of going, oh, look, I've got the evidence here, but it doesn't actually back up the claims that he's making. It just demonstrates that he has got some injuries somehow, somewhere, without any knowing why, what caused the fight. But let's have a little look and see. I'm not a doctor, so maybe interpreting this isn't going to be my strong suit. But, yeah. Disposition management. Patient with multiple injuries to the head and neck. Patient with loss of consciousness and concussion. Patient still has post-concussive syndrome. He has I don't know what that is. Nystagmus? What the fuck is that? I can see what people are saying in chat. We'll get to that. As well as other symptoms such as headache, nausea, fullness, fatigue. Patient has also been suffering from nightmares. Patient has also been suffering from nightmares. Oh my god. Mizkif coming at him. in a darkened room. Mizkif is his sleep paralysis demon now. Nightmares, which I believe is related to acute stress. I asked him if he wanted to file a police report. The patient's own reasons wanting to keep this between him and the known assailant. Patient declined to file a police report. Yeah, fuck this guy, man. You were literally fucking asked by the hospital doctor people, do you want to file a police report? And you said no, because you want to keep it between him and the assailant. And now you're blasting it out in public. Yeah, there's something fucking suspicious here, man. Why now? So at the time, he was given the opportunity to file a police report, and presumably they'd make it very easy for him to do that. That would be supported by the fucking whoever was there. And he said no. But now he's deciding to put it on blast in public. This is bullshit, man. This is like when a woman comes forward with a apparent R word that happened ages ago and their story's full of holes and they never went to the police. It's the same scenario for me. I'm like, why would you not file it? You know, the fact you've not filed a police report when there doesn't seem to be any real substantive reason to stop you from doing so is crazy. I told him we're happy to help in any way in the future if he wishes for help. The patient will rest and avoid vigorous exercise or impact activities. He'll come back if any worsening of the symptoms. I discussed his case with a radiologist. And yeah, as people have been pointing out in chat, there are no vascular injuries. Didn't he say something about needing surgery on his arteries at the start, which is kind of absurd in and of itself. But now in this here, it says there's no vascular injuries. And there's no indication, unless it's here, of anything else. Impression: concussion with loss of consciousness of 30 minutes or less, post-concussion syndrome, sprain of ligaments or cervical spine initial encounter, strangulation. He said he might need. Well, where's that indicated? Is there proof that he might need it? Where are we? We're like 4 minutes 30. Let's listen again.
I need to talk about something pretty serious. This situation has been fucking me for months, and I still have lasting issues from this situation. Physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever. Career-wise, it's affecting my entire life. Mizkif physically assaulted me to the point that I was told I might have to have surgery on one of my arteries, and I had to still have a concussion. I was told I might. Mizkif physically assaulted me to the point that I was told I might have to have surgery on one of my arteries. And
I was told I might have to have surgery on one of my arteries. So where's that indicated anywhere? The only evidence he's
of this
provided
nature
is this,
and life-threatening injuries. I feel like dude needs help. Here is the paperwork of the damage done to me from the doctor.
There's nothing in this to suggest that at all. Again, I'm not a doctor, okay? I'm not a doctor, so please do not take this as any medical advice or analysis, right? But just reading this, there's nothing here to indicate that he might need to have this surgery on his arteries. I mean, this might give some insight, maybe, if you're... Doesn't seem like it to me.
Loss of consciousness.
Instructions given to the patient. Yeah. Doesn't seem to suggest that here at all. In fact, it suggests the opposite here. So, And then, yeah, obviously this lack of willingness to file a police report. And note as well, the wording here, the patient's own reasons wanting to keep this between him and the known assailant, only for him later to come out with it publicly on the internet, not filing a police report. That suggests to me that there's some, this is clearly a sort of smear job against Mizkif, particularly as he's edited it in such a way to make it try and look like Mizkif is in the wrong here. Yeah, this seems like total bullshit. And you guys know I'm not like a Mizkif guy. I've obviously said my piece about OTK and all that many times. So I've got no necessity or willingness to like defend Mizkif unnecessarily. This just looks like he's trying to smear Mizkif with this in a way to make Mizkif look like a violent, enraged beater of a person, whereas it could be a more reasonable explanation on Mizkif's side. And on the basis of what we saw in the clip, seems like there was more action on Mitch Jones' parts that led to that than he is saying in this. Say it again. No! There's plenty of videos you can go and watch me talk about it, okay? I don't just want to always fucking schizo out about OTK whenever it's fucking relevant. You can go and watch my other videos where I talk about it.
Some 30 minutes or less, initial encounter, sprain of ligaments of cervical spine, encounter, strangulation. Yeah, I mean, all in all, I'm just going to say, like, bro, I've known you a long time. We were friends. I lived with you. I know we've had our differences, but you don't beat someone unconscious, especially when you know they're that drunk and that inebriated and that intoxicated. The rate of fatality is way higher, and he knew that I was messed up. What are you doing, man? You could have killed me, dude.
Bro. Come on.
Yeah, I mean...
The attempt at emotional manipulation is insane there. Yeah, you could have killed me. I mean, just looks like a beatdown. Probably didn't even feel it, to be honest, with the amount of coke and booze he was probably on. Anyway, I've been looking around, see if anyone's kind of spoken about this on stream. I found a couple, but not much.
Sounds like a scam. Sounds like a scam. And most likely it's a scam when it's Mitch Jones. I can guarantee you he has
done several things.
Yeah, he has lied over and over again.
So then we don't care. We support Mizkif on this.
Of course I would have done it. Even if it beat him up, it would have been well deserved almost. I'm just kidding. Sorry for that joke.
Good joke.
I mean, Mitch Jones is a liar. Like, there's no
always
lie. He's
been a liar.
always lying. So you can't take it serious. I would have had to see a video where Mizkif just goes in and beats him up for me to even believe it. And I would have to see a video of
You need to
Mitch
see the
Jones.
full video.
The full video and the days
Without
before.
Canute covering his butt because he sold the roids to Mizkif. Okay, that is a chat message. I don't know one way or another about that, okay? The thing with Canute is, like, yeah, I know he's kind of like knocks about the OTK guys. I know he's friends with Mizkif. He's always been, whenever I've spoken to him and stuff, he's always been pretty reasonable. I don't know, man. I think that obviously he's going to be inclined to defend his pal. But Mitch Jones is a particularly... Wait, what? Bold guy looks like Chud. What do you mean? Oh, it does look a bit like me, actually. That's actually true. Oh, then Jim. Oh, yeah, of course. What's it called? Iron Forge Gym. Is Canute involved in that? Is he? See, this is how fucking out of touch I am with all the fucking OTK memes. See, they're business partners. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that gives, obviously, that's going to give Canute more of an inclination to defend him, even more so than he would have done before when they were just friends, right? So that's fair. That's fair to bear in mind. So what I'd say then is, like, on issues of Mizkif, just be cautious engaging with Canute's kind of ideas about it, only because that creates a conflict of interest. Yeah, that exactly. It's fair, that's a fair comment to make. Yeah, obviously, there's going to be a conflict of interest there, and you should bear that in mind. You know, if Canute speaks on issues involving Mizkif. That being said, I don't think he's really far off the mark here. Even if he is got that conflict of interest there, I think what he's saying is, I think a lot of us probably agree that, yeah, what are some of his sentiments there, to be honest. Ooh, Someone's saying that's why Mitch dropped the news now to nuke the gym. Really? Someone said about an OTK earnings call or something. I mean, look, I'm all out for fucking schizo conspiracy theories about OTK as much as the next guy. Okay? But possibly, I guess. I don't know, man. That's something that we need a little bit more meat on the bone for me to get on board with. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just like how critical won't say anything against Mizkif and OTKs. Yeah, exactly. It's, you know, it's fine to have, there's conflicts of interest everywhere. And you can't really get around them. But I think when they're significant and substantive and financial and business related, yeah, I think letting people know is important, right? But yeah, no, I don't think Canute's. I think Canute's pretty on the money here, to be honest. Even if he's a business partner with Mizkif.
No editing, no nothing.
It looks like also in the video, I saw it looks like they speed up the video and added the sound in the background. Did you hear it?
Yeah. Then when he came in with the car, that was fake.
That was so fake.
Yeah.
My man Ruben, less than 3 rhyme for life.
Rhyme for life, you are my man as well. Thank you. We get for 100 bits. We'll fix
Anyway,
the computer later today. That would be nice.
I don't know if that's true. It seemed. I mean, ring cameras have got mics on. I guess it is kind of surprising that it picked it up from that distance, but then you had the speech getting picked up too. So it's every chance it would hear the sound getting picked up as well. You reckon so? What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Oh. Same person. Guys, listen, this is like the 4th time we've watched it, but we'll go back and we'll check, okay? We need, what was that organization that did the sound analysis on the bomb? On the JDAM thing for in Israel. Remember that? Everyone's jumping on board with it. We need that org to come in and figure out whether or not it's a fake sound. Sound investigations or some shit. Right, anyway.
The assault, and I have the evidence right here.
Nah, I think that's real. And why would he add a sound effect? It doesn't make any sense. I think the reality is that yeah, we need just the unedited original video. That would solve a lot of these issues. But I doubt we're going to see that because it's likely that Mitch Jones is being dishonest. There are better cameras than the Ring brand. My door cam is 4K PTZ with 2-way audio and auto tracking. It was under $200 on Amazon. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, the quality is pretty decent, isn't it? I mean, yeah, the quality of this camera is pretty good, clearly. Like, it's, you know. So it kind of makes sense that they probably packed with a mic that can pick that up. Okay, I had one other person, but look, it's going to sound very misogynistic, okay? I was wanting to find, because Alinity spoke about this. I guess we'll just play the clip. But yeah, Alinity like spoke for a bit about this, but I was trying to watch it earlier and it was just... I need a man to weigh in on this, okay? That's the reality of it. No, come on. I'm only messing around. But yeah, Alinity came in with some takes about this. Sake, what is that? I don't know if I got the right timestamp anymore, but and then we got the statement after. So yeah, Alinity had a take on this. I don't know if Alinity is like associated with OTK necessarily. I think the thing is like lots of people are coming out and you know, talking about how shitty Mitch Jones is. But I don't think that that's because there's like collusion against Mitch Jones. I think it's because Mitch Jones is a piece of shit. Do you know what I mean? I think Mitch Jones is just a little fucker. Like, for example, everyone that covered the Mizkif Crazy Slick drama, every single person that spoke on it came out against Mitch Jones. Regardless of what side of the debate you were on, everyone fucking hated Mitch Jones. Like, there wasn't a single person that you could say was on Mitch Jones' side in that drama because he's such a little fucking rat.
What would I think of that? Yeah, because I heard that he had gotten in a fight with some other person that I'm not gonna get involved in this. But I know that there was another person that he was fighting with. Actually, and there was someone else that he almost got in a fight with a few days after that. Like at a Halloween party. He was fighting another person. And he had to get kicked out of this party. Mitch was just fighting people. Like, he was just fighting everyone. Showing up to places where nobody wanted him. And just fighting people. Legit.
And
then he was crying
this,
because he doesn't get invited to shit. My God.
You think she's running defense for Mizkif? Why? Why would she do that? Okay. OTK cover-up. Wait, hang on a sec. I reckon OTK cover-up is probably the best source on this, okay? OTK cover-up knows the truth. OTK cover-up. OT cover-up with a K in chat says, how many friends of Mizkif has she sucked off? I disavow. Okay. I don't even listen. Let's look. You guys are in danger of becoming tomfoolery goon sesh. The thing is, listen, OT cover up, right? Listen, I respect and admire your tenacity for the truth of the OTK situation, and I think normally we'd agree about a lot of criticisms. I just guess that for me, because Mitch Jones is such like a hated character, I you know, I'm more inclined to believe that he probably was a total fuck up at the time. I just don't really see this narrative that people are like lying to cover up. Because think about it, right? We haven't got a large portion of the video that shows the start of the altercation. Mitch Jones is clearly trying to hide something from this situation. Oh, what's this? Mitch Jones went to Fandy's chat and said his lawyer and him agreed weeks ago to release the video. But when asked why release it after the OTK event, he said his managers told him to. Classic Mitch Jones, lying to cause drama with Mizkif for clout.
Why would you wait till after the announcement to say it? That was just bad timing, to be honest. I had scheduled that way earlier with my managers. It was I wanted to come out like because it was like I was having cold hands regardless of coming forward with anything, but my managers were like, just get it over with before phase 2, so you can just fucking stream phase 2 and move on with your life. And I was like, okay, but yeah, that was just bad timing.
Yeah. Nah, this was the date my lawyer and I agreed weeks ago. Like, why? What reason would a lawyer have? Like, what legally has changed that would make it okay to leak it now? To you know, talk about this now that wasn't present weeks ago? Like, what reason has a lawyer got to say, oh, we need to wait until this fucking date to release it? It doesn't make any sense. Because normally a lawyer would advise or not advise you to do a certain thing based on some legal thing that's happening in the background. So I guess I just don't really believe that there's a lawyer situation here that would lead to like a certain timing of this getting released. And if you are, yeah, exactly. If you are pursuing legal action, I can't imagine that a lawyer would advise you to release it and would likely say, well, they've assaulted you, so go to the police. I don't know exactly how the legal system works, but I would presume that if you're able to take it to the police and go down the pathway there, that would only bolster a civil claim that you make. Like, it would make sense to do both, because then the legal case would only work to support your civil case, right? So I can't imagine a lawyer would be like, oh no, just release it at this time. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense that a lawyer would advise that. A lawyer would, I would imagine, I'm not a legal expert, but I would presume they would advise to take legal action and keep it off the internet as best as possible. Anyway, so yeah. Apparently he's got a lot of viewers at the moment. I mean, I don't know if it's for clout. This comes across more like if he is doing it in a certain way, it's more to kind of hurt Mizkif out of a personal vendetta or grudge, rather than be to prop up his channel or support his channel. That would probably be more likely. Yes, on the nose. In a civil injury lawsuit, you want to have both police filings of the original event and medical records. Source, I want a personal injury lawsuit. Right, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this just seems like completely transparent attempt to come after Mizkif. Hence why the video is edited in such a, in my opinion, like egregious way to cut out massive context. I'll play Mizzy Wizzy when I finish this, okay? I think it's very simple. I think it's just they've had these personal issues, right? And now he thinks, oh, I've got this video. I mean, this video presumably wasn't available earlier. And now he's got this video. He's trying to cut it up in a way to make him look bad because he's got this personal issue with him. That seems to be the most likely situation here. Anyway, Mitch Jones released a further statement. Let's have a look. Would you win against Mizkif in a fight? Maybe not a civil case, but a criminal case. I mean, that's going to be based on the facts of the matter, isn't it? You don't, you could just go to the police and say, this guy assaulted me. I want to press charges. And then if you've got information and evidence to prove your claim, which he claims to, then there you go. Fucking signed, sealed, delivered. Mizkif would have to... Who knows what would happen exactly, but he'd be in legal trouble at least. I don't think the police are out here trying to protect... I don't think OTK are big enough yet. The police are out here to protect Mizkif in a Harvey Weinstein-style situation if he's actually done wrong. I don't think it would work like that. I don't even know if he'd go to jail for this. Particularly if there's like a bit of both sides on the altercation. I don't fucking know. I doubt he'd go to jail. Yeah, exactly. It's always better to get the police involved. They'll get rid of all the bullshit and get to the bottom of this. Yes, exactly. They'd be able to review all the available information, investigate it, and come to the best conclusion to proceed, right? Anyway, so here we go. So he released a further statement. Classic Mitch Jones. Let's have a look. Talking shit is not enough, but provocation is a thin line. I mean, yeah, there could be they're having an argument, got a bit physical in the car. Who knows? Again, we need the full clip to really say for sure. Right. Final statement about being assaulted. When I decided to share what happened to me at the hands of Miz, I knew that certain things would be taken out of context in relation to the incident. Out of context, you cut out a large portion of the clip. What do you mean? Why cut all that fucking clip out? You haven't given us enough context to really decide what happened, and you're accusing everyone of taking it out of context. We'll just release the full video then. Being on the internet, I know the gossip channels, that's me, fans and others will try to jump to conclusions on either side. This guy's such an idiot, man. Well, to stop people jumping to conclusions, it's best, you're not going to stop it completely, but it's best to release all the information you've got so people can come to the best, at least have the opportunity and information to come to the best possible conclusion.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Yeah, I took an out of context clip out of context. I'm a Gossy Girl channel. Yeah. You want the tea? Guys, do you guys want the tea? Who wants the tea? Let's get the tea. I'm not going to argue with anyone. I want to clarify and set out my clear and final public statement on this assault. Wait, Chud, Mitch did release all the info people needed to make him look good. Anyway, let me try and get through this. To be clear, the reason that I came out publicly about this matter is that, one, I wanted to get this off my chest as I've been sitting with this and I hearing rumours about the incident which were not true. Two, I want to make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else. And three, I want to highlight that violence is not the answer to an argument. I want Miz to take responsibility for his actions. I do not plan to take any legal action or personally push this further, but if I have to, I will. So he literally just wants to come out publicly and the internet decide with him. And if they don't side, dude, this is so transparent, man. It's so obvious. You're not wanting to take legal action, but you claim to be in the right about this. Well, if you're in the right, take legal action. You'll be able to get him on an assault charge, and that would only bolster any civil claim that you wanted to make as well. So you'd probably be able to secure a payout from him too. This is just complete bullshit from this guy, right? That makes it so clear to me that this isn't about getting justice or accountability, right? Accountability is going to the police and getting them to handle it. This is just, he wants to make Mizkif look as bad as possible with a fucking smear job, right? Is it a tactic to get a statement out of Mizkif to hold him legally? I don't... Mitch Jones is like a retard. His scheming and his fucking both siding during the Mizkif crazy slick drama was exposed because of how retarded he was. And he was like, I can't even remember the ins and outs of it. It was, what? I mean, a year and a half ago now? Fucking hell, man. Time flies. But I'm pretty sure it was that he was like telling thing A to person A, thing B to person B, and thing C to person C. And it caused like a lot of confusion and issues. That's my understanding of roughly what happened. While I don't want to continue to talk about this, I realise that certain out-of-context statements could be confusing. To stop people from jumping to conclusions or pushing a narrative, I'll be correcting some wrong information and owning what I did or did not do. I will not be appearing on any podcasts or shows to talk about this, so please don't ask. Right, okay, so he's not wanting any further scrutiny. So he's not going to the police. He's not going to talk about it further. It feels like he wants to put a statement out to be believed, people to accept that Mizkif is this bad guy assaulter and he's the good guy and move on. That's what it comes across like to me. Right, here are the facts. Yes, I was intoxicated. I'm not proud of the situation, but my personal mistakes do not justify or warrant being assaulted based on a verbal argument. 2. Yes, I said some things that were not nice, and so did Miz. We were in a verbal argument going back and forth, and in the heat of the moment, we both said things that we would not have said otherwise, but nothing that was said was justified being knocked unconscious or choked and strangled. I think someone says it in the replies here, but he's just got to release the full video. This is now an issue where he's created this doubt, right? What he said could well be true. It could be true that Mizkif is just a violent thug, and he's just viciously attacked him for no reason off the back of a verbal argument. Okay. Well, in that case, release the video and prove it to us all. Why do you need to hide that part of the video then? You know, the way I look at this stuff, and listen, I think that all the kind of like violent stuff is cringe and people are very, yeah, I'm going to beat you up for saying something I don't like, right? But if two people get to the point where they want to have a physical fight and they have a fight, I mean, it's like the two retards fighting meme. It's like, well, good luck to you. Go ahead and fight, you know? Like, it's not really I personally think you should use your words, but if you want to get in a fight, well, that's up to you at the end of the day. May the stronger man win in that case, because that's what's going to happen. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not, you know, if you both agree to have a fight and you have a fight and you lose, and then you want to cry because you got beaten up, I mean, you wanted the fight, didn't you? But again, without the full information, it's impossible to say for sure. But sounds like it could have been a verbal altercation that escalated to like a fight. Sounded like possibly, you know, he wanted a bit of it based on what Mizkif was saying, at least. Bear in mind, he didn't know it was being recorded. So, yeah. But what if Mitch was a woman? Well, if that was the case, Mizkif didn't go hard enough, as far as I'm concerned. There was not another person involved or a second incident with someone else. This is just false and stated by people with other motives or trying to create a false narrative. I mean, yeah, obviously, Alinity said some stuff. I've got no idea at all the truthfulness of that. I don't really understand why you would need to like lie about someone as pathetic and as unliked as Mitch Jones, but I guess it's possible that she was defending Miz. But anyway, I don't even know if it's necessary. I feel like a lot of people are coming out on Mizkif's side in all of this generally. So, oh, hey, Nicholas, how's it going? The only reason Mizkif should have gone farther is if Mitch was a woman. Right, okay, thanks for that. Miz did this, insulted me in what was a heated verbal argument. Why he decided to attack me is not something I understand or agree with. See, this is the thing. This narrative that's being painted is that they were having an argument. And I guess what? Mizkif went into an uncontrollable roid rage or something. It just doesn't add up to me. You know, obviously I don't know Mizkif in any meaningful way. It just seems so odd that he would just randomly decide to just attack him like an ape. Unless he's got his steroid mix wrong or something. I don't know. Is he on steroids? People keep memeing about this. Is Mizkif on steroids? Okay. You guys keep up to date with this more than I do, clearly. Anyway, so I guess, well, let's put that down as a possible explanation. Roid rage. Roid rage. What, Nicholas, what are you talking about? Mizkif beat him and destroyed his manhood. Called it trans panic. That's not what trans panic is, okay? A lot of people in chat would probably struggle with trans panic. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, come on. I can get distracted. Let's finish this stupid post. No, I did not physically pull Miz from the car or make any aggressive contact with him in any way. The statement that he made in the video was that by a verbal argument and statements, I pulled him from the car. I never hit him or physically engaged with him, but I was choked, punched, and attacked. in the video was that by verbal agreement and I statements, I pulled him from the car. Well, then show the video. A lot of this can be answered if you just show us the video and then we can see for ourselves, right? We'll see exactly what happened. Isn't it crazy that he's making all these claims? Well, this is what actually happened. Just show the video and we'll see for ourselves. There we go. What better evidence is there than the fucking video showing what happened? But he's not going to show us that, I guess. Yeah, this just seems like cope, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing as well, this idea that a lawyer is involved. Why on earth would a lawyer say, release the video on this date, and then when the video comes out, go, release a statement about it too, going over the bad things people are saying? It doesn't make any sense, man. It's probably chat GBT or something. Yeah, exactly. The most important part of the video, because I think we all agree that yes, there was an altercation, yes, there was physical attack that happened, but the most important part of how did it start is not there. And it should be, based on what he's saying, what we should see in that video is him like maybe heatedly getting out of the car and Mizkif out of nowhere just starting beating the shit out of him. He is being done because he talked about it for hours on his alt stream last night. Who did? Mitch Jones. I mean, people are talking about roid rage. What about coke rage or coke confidence? Maybe, you know, the coke confidence of feeling like you're more able to do something in the moment than you truly are. So there's every chance, as much as it could be roid rage one angle, that from the other angle, it's Mizkif getting extremely confident about his ability to fight and saying as much and trying to engage in a physical assault, and then all of a sudden, boom, he gets laid the fuck out. Miz is not on roids. A lot of people in chat disagree. Let's put it that way. Cokehead versus roid rage. That should be the fucking thumbnail. Anyway. No. I pulled him from the car. I never hit him or physically engaged with him, but I was choked, punched, and attacked. 5. No. I do not plan to be releasing any more incident-related documentation. I'm putting this out to set the matter straight and don't want to continue to go back and forth with people about this. The truth has been clearly stated, and I want to make sure everyone knows where we are with this. Why not? I'm putting this out to set the matter straight. What do you mean? Okay. This is just more of your words saying what happened. Yeah, we've got the narrative plain and simple. Release the fucking Kraken. Release the footage, bro. It's so transparent, isn't it? Oh, I'm not going to be releasing anything else. I'm just setting the matter straight with more of my words. When the video, if what you're saying is true, should clearly show what happened. Chud, yeah, I'm worried about Mizkif. Chud sweep of a Mizkif so he doesn't take a beating next. Yeah, this is complete cope, man. This is more obfuscation. I'm chasing down that OTK contract. I'm hoping. Who just got signed? Someone just got signed to OTK, didn't they? Fucking Assange, mate, I believe. I'm hoping I'll be next. I'm hoping I'll be next. OTK, I'm sweeping for you. Come on. Give me some money. Let's go. Yeah, Will Neff. Yeah. Okay, so he's not going to release any more information. So, yeah, that's, yeah. People giving a compulsive liar the benefit of the doubt. I mean, yeah, are people giving the benefit of the doubt? Most people in chat, I think, are on board with the fact this is likely just some sort of bullshit. I think they're probably both in the wrong. Possibly, yeah. It's every possibility. They're both in the wrong. Here's a brief comment from Ice Poseidon about Mizkif versus me. What has Ice Poseidon got to do with this? Let me finish reading this statement because it's taken me forever to get through it because I keep saying shit. And then we'll look at... In fact, I think... Listen, I'm sure Ice Poseidon's got to take... What has Ice Poseidon got to do with this? Right. Okay, let's just try and focus on the fucking matter at hand, okay? Right. Okay, let's finish this statement. The facts are the facts, and while you may not like what I contributed to the situation, nothing gives you the right for another person to put another person's life in jeopardy over a verbal dispute. Taking a stance from someone that someone deserves to suffer what could be life-threatening injuries from mere words leaves us all in a worse position. Having a bad day that you aren't proud of should not justify someone trying to almost kill you. The problem is what are the words exactly? I fundamentally agree that you should try and use words to try and resolve any situation. But if the words are, I could absolutely kick the shit out of you if I wanted to. I'm going to beat you up. I'm going to beat you down, etc. repeatedly. I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. At some point, you've got to recognize that's probably going to end up in consequences for you. That more applies for just like regular shit talking, just shit talking each other or something like that, right? But if it's around your physical ability to beat someone up, yeah, fighting words. What's the definition of fighting words? It's words that like what? It's are likely to cause such an affront as to lead. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Yeah. The term fighting words describe words that when uttered inflict injury or tend to incite an immediate breach of the peace. Again, without the full footage, it's impossible to say. Anyway, I truly appreciate the support that I've received and always knew that coming out with what really happened would be unpopular. The facts of the issue are incredibly obvious. Anyone who actually knows what happened does privately acknowledge the situation. With all this out there, I hope this can be used as an example of what not to do in a similar situation. Hopefully someone can learn from this and we can turn this into something that is positive. And yes, I worked with my lawyer to write this because I'm bad at writing stuff like this, but the truth is the truth. Thank you to those who have stood with me, Mitch. Really? A lawyer helped write this? Right. Yeah, this just seems like complete bullshit to me. Complete cope. Trying to obfuscate reasons. Trying to obfuscate. Come up with bullshit reasons so as not to release the full video. None of it makes sense whatsoever to me. And then Jake Lucky. Rare Jake Lucky win. Hello? Release the full footage or nobody's going to believe you. And Jake Lucky says, can you release the full clip so people can draw their conclusions for themselves with the proof? Feels like editing, cutting that part leaves a lot of things open for interpretation. I mean, yeah, true. Absolutely correct. And then who's this? Respond to DMs from Keemstar. Yeah. Bro, come on now. Trying to get in there, isn't he? Oh my god. Look at this. Very true takes here. Look at this. This is bang on the money. This is exactly what I've been saying. Look. Yasser said some things that were not nice. This seems like minimization. Post the video so we can hear. Why he decided to attack me is not something I understand. Same, so post the video. I did not physically pull Mitch from the car. So prove that with the video. I'm putting this out to set the matter straight. Post the video. Post the video. The only facts are what is presented in the video footage. Please just post the video. Exactly. This is what I've been telling you. Post the video. You all agree anyway, so I'm preaching to the choir. But come on, man. Post the video. That's literally it. That is the take. Post the video. Anything else is just bullshit. Anyway, I'm sure the rest are the same. Like I say, you know, if two people decide to get into a fight, that's up to them. And it looks like the stronger man won. But yeah, I think without further information, this seems like it just it seems like Mitch trying to release something to make Mizkif look bad, rather than actually being a substantive proof of significant wrongdoing on Mizkif's part. I don't suppose Mizkif has responded, has he? I mean, yeah, to be honest with you, yeah, Mizkif, probably best to, yeah. I mean, he's already got legal matters in process with Adriana Lee, and I don't think he's commented on that. So my guess is he's probably lawyered the fuck up and is probably not going to say anything, which is, again, the correct PR move to make. I'm telling you guys, these people are taking a leaf out of the books of celebrities and are, you know, going down the same PR-focused route, I think. You know, I think that the days of big streamers hashing out drama on streams is probably done. And in fact, it's probably the crazy slick Mizkif thing that taught them that, I would wager. Because I think that they came to realize that when you make statements publicly about things, that can end up getting used against you. And so you're best off just not saying anything. And if there's legal matters to answer to, then do it with your lawyer in court. Don't make these public statements about these dramas. Yeah, it's all corpo. It's all corpo shit now. Just like Cyberpunk, am I right? Got something in my eye. Anyway, that's my guess as to why we're not seeing as much of these kind of dramas popping off. You know, obviously, all we've got is a very one-sided aspect to this. We don't have any response. So, yeah, without the full video, I'm just going to assume that it's missing key context that likely makes Mitch Jones look bad. And Mitch Jones is a little rat, a little Weasley rat. But yeah, there we go. So that's the... It is boring. It is boring, but that's, you know, obviously the right thing for them to do. Because having constant drama swirling around them as they try to become, you know, bigger and more professional is a bad idea. You know, they've got the ability to lean on LSF to get stuff taken down in some instances if they want to. So they control a place where a lot of discourse tends to come out about streamers. All they need to do is just keep their nose clean and avoid publicly addressing and talking about controversy, and they can just stifle, you know, any drama or any issue and just, yeah, leave it at that. Like I say, look how Asmongold responded to the...
For the record...
It's only a 5-second clip. What's this?
For the record, I've only been blacked like 3 times, 2 or 3 times in my life.
Oh.